Hello, today I am going to briefly explain to you the progression of the development and understanding of an atom. I am also going to explain how the structure of the atomic model changed throughout time.
Atomic beats.
It started way back in 500 BC when alchemists started messing around with chemistry, trying to change everything into gold, but really they were helping atomic structure to unfold. Then Democritus came along 58 years later, told everyone that atoms are the smallest part of matter. The indivisible solid sphere model he created, it was a step in science that was highly debated. Aristotle was next with an unproven theory. He said atoms could be divided into eternity. Matter cannot be created nor destroyed. That was proved by Lavoisier. Yeah, that's your boy. Near the 1780s, Coulomb had found between electrically charged items interaction around 20-ish years later. It was John Dalton's turn to come up with the theory, one that he had to earn. He stated in his proposed atomic theory that all matter is made up of many atoms, clearly. Next came Sir Crookes, discovering thallium and helium, and Henry Becquerel and his work with uranium. Mr. Roentgen came in 1995, discovered X-rays and radiation in just a few tries. J.J. Thomson was next after him, discovering subatomic particles and electrons on a whim. With that idea, J.J. Thomson then formed the plum pudding model. The atom was reborn. With Marie and Pierre, two more elements were found. Radium and polonium, two more elements were down. At the turn of the century was Mr. Max Planck. For founding the quantum theory, we have him to thank. 5 years later was Albert Einstein, who expounded on Planck's quantum theory find. Hans Geiger then, back in 1908, discovered atomic nuclei. That was a find so great. In the same year came a certain Robert Millikan. He found the charge of an electron, and I think that you can fill it in. Then it was Rutherford, not like the president, who found different charges in an atom that plus and minus represent. The structure of an atom was shown by Niels Bohr, and his model shows us an atom that we can't ignore. A few years later, in the roaring 20s, the electron cloud model appeared without any warranties. Around the same time was the planetary model, made by Rutherford and Bohr, who drank out of the bottle. Erwin Schrödinger, that's quite a name, finding the behavior of bosons, that was his aim. James Chadwick was the man who found the neutron, and the man who put the uranium nucleus, his name was Otto Hahn. Otto Hahn had a friend, and her name was Lise Meitner. She helped discover fission, and they didn't even fight it. Glenn Seaborg surfaced then in 1951 and showed his man-made elements such as seaborgium. Mary Gell Mann and her partner George Zweig found that quarks held atoms together inside. Now that you know and you've heard me rhyme, that's the end of my song, and we're completely out of time.